Welcome back to the channel. So, as I said, we took Wolverine right up to rank 5, SIG 200, and I was talking to everyone on the Discord server today, and I said, where should we test him? They said, let's challenge him. Why don't you try taking him up against the Medusa 6.3.1 boss? And a couple people said, well, that's a do you bleed? And then other people pointed out that there's a lot about that node that'll make the fight pretty difficult, and that's not an easy fight for Wolverine to begin with anyways. And so the group decided that we'll take the Biohazard lane here and then go in against the Medusa boss and just see how Wolverine does. Have a great time, make him a horseman, which means we'll have to take one fight with Apocalypse. But we have the synergy there to get his, I think it's genetic code up immediately. And I will not be ramping up Professor X. And let's just see Wolverine shred things and see how much his healing factor saves me. I'm sure it'll be more than once. All right, let's get into it. Let's get to the show. Okay, so as I'm sure I mentioned, that we'll be taking the first fight with Apocalypse because I do intend to make Wolverine a horseman. And even though we have the synergy there with Cable, it will require us to at least do a fight with Apocalypse. My understanding is that we could intentionally die, but I don't enjoy doing that. So, and I like fighting with Apocalypse. I think you probably know if you've seen the channel for a while or you've caught the videos, I absolutely love Professor X. And I think he's going to be my next 3 mutant, but every time I play with Apocalypse, I find myself liking him more. There's just so much the guy can do. And then the fact that he can make so many of these mutants better, but then so can Professor X. I love them both. I wish I could take them both immediately to rank 3, but I can't. So I'll have to get over it. And the other thing that's happening here is I'm practicing playing and talking at the same time, and also playing with this chord. And this is a really new experience, and I have a total new respect for these guys who do this thing regularly, like Enzo. It is absolutely crazy. I don't know how they do it. I'm sure I'll get used to it over time. I think that's probably like anything else. But getting used to talking about what I'm doing and having this cord in the phone, it feels like it weighs as much as the phone itself. But anyways, that's not why you tuned in. You tuned in to see if this can get done. Oh, that's interesting to play looking up at the screen. I don't know if that's a good idea though. But that could be fun. Could be fun later. Anyways, all right. Let's make Wolverine a horseman and get going. So we will trigger this ability. We'll activate it. And check the node real quick. Cornered. So that's going to make this fight a little more difficult. But if Wolverine's as good as I think he's going to be, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Oh. Or I might just send her. Okay. Let's see if he survives this. This could be a good way to test his healing. All right. Let's go. Let's do this. Lesson learned. I'm the one always talking about experience as a great teacher. Let's see how I do. You know what else is a great teacher? Having a champion like Wolverine that can heal up after you make a mistake like that. That's always a great teacher, still being alive. Look at this. That is wild. I mean, I've taken an SP3, and I think I just ran into the last hit of an SP1 there. And he is at full health. This is maybe my kind of champion. and she dies in the middle of her SP2. Wow. Holy smokes. I mean, I've seen a couple videos of Horseman Wolverine. Karate Mike just put out his Wolverine in AQ. But it is what it is. We'll check it for the next fight. 58 hits. 58 hits. No specials. Not a single special was thrown. All right, so we have a 240,000 health Green Goblin here. Clapback. Masochism. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye out. So there's going to be some healing in this too. So 240,000. Let's see how this goes. And if I was really worried about masochism, I guess I could bring in the White Magneto centered team and use his pre-fight, you know, if it was working 100%, in order to ensure that those stuns would stick, you know, if you really wanted to. I really like that. I like that part of his kit, and I like that you can use it for your other champions. You know, I'm a big fan of Guardian, and their synergy is pretty awesome. What did we say? There's 240 health, and we're 40 hits in here. There's healing going on. Holy smokes. I was kind of just throwing that special there for fun because I wanted to see what would happen. I'm not typically one to run commercials for Kabam, but holy cow. It's just fun. This is what Wolverine feels like he should be. Just this absolute beast that can take a beating, an absolute beating, as I put him through already, and then just tears apart opponents. This just feels right. I know I keep saying it over and over, but it really does. Especially because Wolverine was such a staple for so many players. You know, you got him, and you could get that SIG up nice and high, and so many of your AQ troubles were now gone. I recall taking him, I don't even remember what map it was anymore. But there was that, I think it was as you entered section 2 of the AQ map and you went towards the right. I feel like it was the fight right before things branched out, and there was a stun immune. I don't even remember what it was, or maybe it was purely debuff immune. And I could just sit there and take blocked hits, and it didn't matter because he was going to heal back up. And it was very helpful to a player like me. Okay. Normally, I would be very frightened of this fight, but I have a feeling it's going to go okay. I would normally use Magneto for absolutely certain, or at least so on a true strike. But let's see how Wolverine does. Oh, wow. I should not hit into his block like that. That is really not smart. And let's see if he can correct the hole I've dug for us here. Come on, Wolvie, you can do it, buddy. And there we go. I messed up the evade, and he goes unstoppable. There we go. I thought I evaded it. Maybe I didn't. Now I'm questioning everything. And the bleeds he just bleeds out. That is... I'm running out of words here. I'm trying really hard not to say insane. I'm trying really hard not to say that word, and yet the word just is very fitting. I'm trying hard not to say God, and I'm trying hard not to say insane. Let's see if I can make it all the way through. And the beauty of this, I mean, this really feels like the map 5 scenario I was explaining earlier of, is you can really play, you know, as long as you can stun the opponent, you can play a parry 5-hit combo. You know, you don't have to, I'm sure I've pulled back a few times to try to be smart about it. You can play a very smart style where you just kind of take abuse. This is going to be a problem. Wow, did he just save me? Let's see if I ruin this for him. I think Wolverine just saved me. Did you see that? That was incredible. I'm going to want to watch that on playback for the edit. But we were backed into a huge corner there. The healing factor kicked in. I think we got down to 2% health. And I was worried about hitting into Mysterio because of that whole damage reflection or whatever it's called. After he throws his SP1, I keep having to sit up, you know, like my grade school teacher taught me. Sit up straight. Sit up straight. And I think he just completely saved me there. And then I think the horseman ability of going unstoppable, because I don't think I've fully evaded one of those specials. Looks like someone wants to do incursions, but we'll have to do those another time. I'm very intrigued by them. I've only done them before. I think I did them once with DLL, just to get some rooms in or something like that. And then I've done them a few times, just, you know, randomly. I think it's fun to go in there and you know, help some people through some rooms or something like that. But I don't think I've ever gone past room like 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. So another time, I guess. Another time. All right. This node and me, I don't like it. Do not like this whole life cycle node. I don't like what it stands for. I don't like anything about it. Okay, I think we're just going to save up for the SP3 finish here. So no more specials, and that might allow me to bait a heavy here and punish a heavy with my own. Oh, I let his furies get too high, and the block hits there. Okay, so that happened. That happened. We all saw it happen. And let's go ahead and let's see what happens with the 20%. And then if I need to, I will. Let's heal him up a little bit more. That just doesn't seem fair to the guy. That seems like setting him up to fail, and I don't want to do that to him. All right, let's see what happens here, huh? And I guess the bright side of this is that we will have, unless I use the parry stuns, we will have, we don't have to worry about limber as much now. Here we go. I think this will do it. And there it is. That was fun. So that's how I intended to end the previous fight. But no such luck. No such luck. All right. And let's move on to this. This was the main event. This was the main course. This was what other things can we say that involve main, right? All right. So let's check out this node. 412,000 health. Do you bleed? Buffet. Oh yikes! This could get rough. When struck, the fury, the defender's 10% chance for fury buff. So she is going to have her living strands a lot. Let's do this. As much as I would love to go in with a low health Wolverine and just shock myself. Let's heal him up here and give him a fair chance at this. I have a feeling this might take more than one go. If you've watched my war videos, you know that experience is a great teacher for me. Let's give this a shot here. I think this is just gonna be a matter of how quickly we get these bleeds on him. And yeah, not having a way to deal with her auto block is gonna be a problem. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to get as much in as we possibly can here. Oh, end it, buddy. End this. He's not going to have the damage for it. Or did she auto block that? He did it. This guy is an insane godlike creature in our game. I had to say it. It's amazing. It's awesome. It is so much fun. If you have Apocalypse, I highly recommend going for those featured 5-star crystals. I was going to say, I don't know how realistic it is and how much it'll help you through content. And yet that was the point of this showcase, this test. The whole point of what we were doing here is so literally you just saw that he can take you through the whole thing. We did use a few items. We healed up there for the Medusa boss. And then I guess we did need to revive. But I think with a little bit better play, he could solo that fight versus Black Bolt for sure. And if you're able to do that and you go into this fight with better healing, I chose to block that SB2 there completely, and that caused a lot of damage at the end. And the SB3 there, I'm going to look at it on the playback and see if she auto-blocked that at the end, or if just his SB3 just doesn't do that much damage. And maybe there's no bleed damage with it, and it looks like that's what this node required. So this was awesome. This was fun. I am looking forward to more of this sort of testing with you all. And I hope you had a good time. I know I did. All right. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow on Twitter at VegaGaming583. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.